that a boy was interested in going to America for studying, and his parents during Hajj made istikhara and said, oh Allah, if there's good in it, let it happen. If not, turn it away. So now he got admission, and in a few days time he's leaving, and his parents are asking, was this the right decision? First of all, istikhara cannot be made except by the individual concerned. So if my daughter is about to get married, I cannot pray istikhara for her. I can pray istikhara for me. Oh Allah, if meeting the potential suitor or spouse good for me in this dunya, etc., then make it happen. Otherwise, let it go. But I cannot say, Allah, if him marrying my daughter is so and so and so, make it happen. She has to make that call for herself. Secondly, you have to look into the action itself. A person, and this is a very far-fetched example, but it might clear things up. A person is interested in going to a nightclub. So he prays istikhara and says, wait, what are you doing? He said, I'm asking Allah, if there is good in it, it will happen. If not, khalas. No, akhi. You make istikhara in permissible things, in things that the outcome of is positive. Sending your child to the US, who is not married, who is not knowledgeable, who is hot-blooded and young, do you think that would be beneficial for him? 99% would be harmful and devastating. Why? The child, the kid has been around his parents all of his life. There's a curfew if he is late. He's grounded if he does something wrong. So he knows that he has to be home before 9 p.m. He knows that he has to do his chores. He has to pray in the masjid, etc. So many obligations, because there is supervision. Once he goes to the US, where everything is open and free, it is difficult to stand in the face of a tidal wave, if not impossible. So how do you expect this poor young lad, poor young chap, to stand firm, steadfast on Islam, when all this fitna is surrounding him at school, in the market, in the park, wherever he goes, all around him? So much fitna taking people out of Islam, totally. Plus the doubts that is being casted upon him. Plus the things that he sees and admires. This is not like what we have in Pakistan. Look at this, look at that. Even if he goes to the church, in his masjid, he will see the mutawwi' like myself with the long beard and shouting, and fear Allah, you are going to hell, in paradise is this and that. Why is he shouting? But when he goes to church, the guy comes in a three-piece suit, well-shaven, nicely, giving his sermon in a very soft voice. General churches, that is, not the one with the music and the dancing and the gospels, etc. And he says, wow, this is nice, this is fun. This influence is devastating. Now, I don't say that it is haram to send your children to learn. You have to, unfortunately, at times, acquire the technology and the knowledge the disbelievers, the kafirs have. We cannot do this without them going to study. But at least his mother goes with him. At least get him married and send him with his wife. So 80% of the damage is contained. Rather than just send him off and keep your fingers crescent, because crosses is haram. Even crescent is an innovation, but this is a figure of speech. Don't sue me for that. So what's happening is devastating to most of our youth. When we send them to foreign countries, unsupervised, unprotected, and not possessing the tools and means to keep them far away from fitna and from the doubts they are facing. So this is his parents' call. This is his call. I'm just an advisory. I would not ever do this to any of my children, not in a million years, because I know what's there, and I know how fragile and vulnerable our children are. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect all of our children and the Muslim youth all over the world. And with this